Hi guys, Matt V's Movies back for another video, and this is part 2 of my Blade Runner 2049 series of videos. Last week we looked at 2 editions and a booklet of Blade Runner 2049, and I gave you some facts and bit of trivia about the film. And this week we're going to look at 2 more editions, and again I'm going to give you some other facts and some trivia about this film today on the channel.
15 seconds, guidance is internal. 12, 11, 10, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Blade Runner 2049 is a 2017 American epic neo-noir science fiction film directed by Denis Villeneuve and written by Hampton Fancher and Michael Green. A sequel to the 1982 film Blade Runner, the film stars Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, with Ana de Armas, Sylvia Hooks, Robin Wright, Mackenzie Davis, Dave Bautista and Jared Leto in supporting roles. Ford and Edward James Olmos reprised their roles from the original film. Gosling plays K, a Nexus 9 replicant Blade Runner who uncovers a secret that threatens to destabilise society and the course of civilization. In the US, there were 2 release dates. So there was the Dolby Theatre release date on October the 3rd, 2017, and then a sort of United States sort of countrywide release of the 6th of October 2017. The budget was 150 to 185 million US dollars, and the box office took 267.5 million US dollars. Now on to some trivia about the film. According to the documentary Dangerous Days, Making Blade Runner, which was in 2007, directed by Sir Ridley Scott, had a totally different introduction in mind for Rick Deckard in Blade Runner. In the end, he chose the noodles scene on the street to first show Harrison as an ex-Blade Runner. Director Denis Villeneuve used the exact unused scene in this movie to introduce Kay, played by Ryan Gosling, which became the farm scene with the discovery of the tree. Blade Runner is also known for having 3 cuts released throughout the years. When questioned about the possibility of a future alternative cut of his movie, director Denis Villeneuve stated that the theatrical cut is his only version. At one point, there was a 4-hour rough cut of this movie that had been split into 2 parts for more convenient viewing, and the makers discovered that each part almost felt like a complete movie on its own. They briefly considered them as 2 separately titled movies, but Villeneuve decided that it should be cut down to just one definitive version. And finally, director Denis Villeneuve noted that he was fully aware of the immense pressure he was under and how hardcore fans of Blade Runner viewed the prospect of a new movie. I know that every single fan will walk into the theatre with a baseball bat. I'm aware of that and I respect that, and it's okay with me because it's the art. Art is risk, and I have to take risks. It's going to be the biggest risk of my life, but I'm okay with that. For me, it's very exciting. It's just so inspiring. I'm so inspired. I've been dreaming to do a sci-fi since I was 10 years old, and I said no to a lot of sequels. I couldn't say no to this film. I loved it too much. So I said, all right, I will do it and give everything I have to make it great. Okay, so on to the editions. Okay, so I've got 2 editions here. 2 more from obviously the ones we showed last week. So I've got a sealed copy here, which is a double lenticular. So we'll just take a brief look at this, and then we'll move on to this edition, which is open, and we'll have a look in a bit more detail. Okay, so this is a Film Arena double lenticular. Now again, it is wrapped in the original cellophane. I have kept this sealed, but it's a wonderful edition with the city landscape. You've got the skyscrapers here, images of sort of different holograms and things along the front there. It says here FAC 101 edition number 2. I just really like that. And the Blade Runner is kind of, well, the runner is set back from the blade, 2049 sort of hovering in the middle. So again, that's nice to see the title treatment getting some embossing, or well, lenticular depth to it, shall we say. So we'll turn it to the side. So again, we get lovely embossing on Blade Runner in red and 2049 in grey. The Sony logo and the Blu-ray logo are both embossed as well. Turn it to the bottom, and there we go. This is 750 copies, and this copy is 696. Turn it to the back. Now again, you can't fully see it because obviously this is sealed, but again you get the card, 750 copies, and you can see the city scape, and again sort of the lenticular sort of shows the mountains in the background. Obviously I can't show you the full thing. I'm sure there are sort of unboxings of this on YouTube, but as I have the film several times, I've decided to keep this one sealed. On the inside, now I do believe this steelbook is, well, it's a different design to the steelbook that I'm going to show you in a minute, but it's a wonderful design. I think it's got a debossed border, embossing on the title treatment, and I think it's the image of Kay, played by Ryan Gosling, and Deckard, played by Harrison Ford. It might have Jared Leto's character on there as well. I can't 100% remember, but there's also a booklet in here which I think contains art cards and maybe another booklet with some images and possibly some text. But like I say, I'm sure there is unboxings of this edition online, so if you want to go and check that out, you can do. Okay, so on to the next edition. So now we can look at this one in a bit more detail. And again, this is a wonderful edition. Really like this. It's a single lenticular, but I really do like this sort of image of the cityscape. You've got the flying cars at the top here. Joy, she's sort of in the background, and then down the bottom you've got Kay in front of his Blade Runner car. People with the umbrellas, very much harking back to the original Blade Runner. And all the signs, the neon. It's really nice they've done it in sort of pink and blue to create that sort of, you know, neon sort of vibe that we get from the films. Turn it to the side. So again, we get wonderful embossing here. Blade Runner, all in grey. The Ultra HD is embossed, and the Sony logo as well. Turn it to the top, and again, same treatment on the top. Turn it to the bottom, and again, I've got a feeling this is HD Zeta, but again, it's not actually telling us on there, is it? So I'm not 100% sure. Again, all I do know is that the steelbook inside of this isn't the steelbook that came with this release. The steelbook I'm going to show you is the steelbook that we got in the UK. There may have been a couple of versions, I can't quite remember, but we'll have a look at that in a sec. I'll turn it to the side so you can see. Obviously there's the steelbook, and then we've got the goodies box. Now that's exactly the same as last week. If you see my video last week, I showed you the double lenticular with the K on one side and Deckard on the back, both in blue and sort of orange. This booklet here is exactly the same as what you get in that set. And then we turn it to the back, and we've got a nice image here of K in his vehicle with the gun poised, and obviously there's a burning building in the background. That's just it's all a matte finish. There's no embossing or debossing on it. Okay, so I've removed the contents. So we have the steelbook. Now this is a wonderful steelbook that we got in the UK. I think it was an HMV exclusive, but I might be wrong. And we've also got this wonderful booklet that comes with this release, which, as I say, I think it's an HD Zeta, but I might be wrong on that one. So we'll look at that in a minute. Okay, so the steelbook is really nice. It's a matte finish, but again, it's kind of a similar sort of vibe to that front of that lenticular. The purple, the blue, you know, the sort of cityscape, K walking through, and you've got Joy at the top there with the sort of ballerina that you see in the film, the holographic ballerina, and people with the umbrellas down below with the LAPD. It very much captures that sort of Blade Runner, you know, cityscape. Turn it to the side, you've got the spine with the Blade Runner 2049 title. And then on the back there, this is sort of a zoom in of that Joy section. Yeah, it would have been nice if they'd have done something a little different, but you know, this is what we got, and it's still a nice image. And it all wraps around the entire steelbook. I'm sure many of you probably, you know, have seen this one before or may have it in your collection. So we open it up. Okay, so we've got the 3 discs, and we've also got the J card. So this was a Mondo artwork by Dan Quintana. So this contained the 4K, the 3D and the Blu-ray with a digital download at the time. So here's the tech specs and a bit about the film. So pause if you want to read. But again, same Dolby Atmos soundtrack on the 4K, various languages, subtitles, etc. Now, as I say, the 3D on this is fantastic. Really enjoyed the 3D presentation on this film, and equally the 4K is wonderful as well, because you know all the neon colours, a lot of black colours in, you know, black scenes, dark scenes. It's, you know, it's perfect for the HDR format. So whatever format you prefer, or you know, you've got all three discs in here, and I equally like the 3D and the 4K presentations of this film. So on to the discs. So here we've got the Blu-ray with some artwork there. You've got the 4K Ultra with some alternate artwork, which is nice to see. And I'll just get the discs out, and there's the 3D edition. And obviously now last week I showed that limited edition with the bonus disc. So again, you're not getting that bonus disc within this set. There are some special features on here, but a little bit more in depth on that limited edition set. And then we've removed the discs, and again you've got that scene with the Joy hologram, and you've got K down the bottom here. This is a scene where he's walking along a sort of corridor kind of thing, and and he sees the hologram, sort of interacts with it. And then on to the sort of special content booklet. Now this is very nice. This is like a very soft touch, almost sort of velvety feel to it. Again, sort of fingerprint magnet. But you've got the two guns. So I'm guessing these represent sort of Kay's gun in probably orange and Deckard's gun in blue, which fits in with that edition that I showed you last week with the orange and the blue sort of, you know, character sort of lenticulars. And then down the bottom we've got the Bladerunner 2049 in silver, sort of spot gloss, and I suppose this is a spot sort of, yeah, it's like I don't know, sort of like a sparkly kind of effect to it on the guns, I suppose. On the back there's nothing really there. You just got the Sony logo and the sort of info at the bottom. Turn it to the side, you've got the Bladerunner there. Open it up. Now this would have had a card in it, but I don't think this came with a card, if I'm honest. Not that I remember anyway. But we'll open it up in here. Take that out. So we get a booklet and we get some art cards. So the art cards are very nice. They're all backed like this. Ah, yeah, HD Zeta. Here we go, yeah. All the same sort of colour scheme, sort of dark blues and blacks. Very nice card stock as well. They're the art cards. And then the last thing in this is this nice booklet, and again a nice different image here, montage of all the characters. I do like that. It's very nice to see something a bit different. Turn it to the back. There's nothing really on the back, to be honest. So we'll just flick through here. Again, you've got different images. I think this is just an art image booklet. I don't think there's any text in here. And again, it's just some wonderful, you know, wonderful images from the film. It's just a real treat. Visual, you know, masterpiece in my view. I thought Harrison Ford played the, you know, Deckard well, you know, returning to the role after so many years. I thought Jared Leto was quite good in the role as well. And Dave Bautista, I thought he played a very good character. Wasn't in it for very long, but yeah, he was quite yeah, he played it well, I thought. And the wonderful Ana de Armas, almost like a breakout role for her. I think this was, I've not really seen her in anything before this, and yeah, I thought she'd done really well, and she's gone on to star in a lot of films ever since. This was a great scene, sort of in Las Vegas, and you get the holographic Elvis. Thought that was done really well. And final scene there with Kay. So yeah, a really nice booklet from HD Zeta. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that look at the final two editions of my Bladerunner 2049 collection. As I say, some really nice editions. As I say, if you haven't seen my video, the first one, please go back and watch that. You know, it's a wonderful sort of selection of editions that were brought out. And I've been lucky to sort of been able to collect those and add them to my collection of Bladerunner. Now, I will do a video showing my entire Bladerunner collection, including obviously the editions of the first film and this one. It'll probably be just a video. I might introduce it, but it'll be sort of with some music. Not sure exactly when that'll be, whether it'll come out a week after this. I'm not sure at the moment, but yeah, at some point I'll do that. So if you're new to these videos, thanks for watching the video, do appreciate it. Please consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so you'll be informed when I upload a new video. Welcome back to existing subscribers as well. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. Please give the video a thumbs up. That really does help out the channel. It tells YouTube that you like these sorts of videos and that encourages me to create more content for you to enjoy. Please leave a comment down below. Have you seen these editions of Bladerunner 2049 before? Do you have them in your collection? Yeah, I'd be interested to know what editions you have. Do you have it on DVD, Blu-ray, 3D, 4K, or a different type of premium edition? Yeah, I'd be interested to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. You can also find me on Instagram. I'm over there and I post pictures from time to time. So yeah, go and find me over there. Right guys, well that's the end of the video. Thanks ever so much for watching. Take care and see you in the next one. Bye now.